Hi friends, and happy Thursday. First things first. I'd like to invite you to join me in taking a few deep breaths. One last time. Don't know about you, but I know I really needed that. There's a lot going on right now in the world. There's a ton going on in our country. We've got some disturbed people doing disturbing things. And in these times, it's good to remember to breathe, to slow things down and breathe. And so I am moving slower than I normally move today. I have not been sleeping well, and my video is coming out a little bit late. I apologize for that, but I'm very happy that it is here. And though I don't believe right now is a good time for us to pull the blankets over our heads and just shut out the whole entire world, I can really understand that feeling or that need to do so. And I think it's okay for us to do so temporarily, every once in a while, when we need to catch our breath and calm things down for ourselves. But right now, more than ever, we need to be taking a stand for what's happening. And we need to join together to do that. Community is extremely important at this juncture. It's always been important, but I think it's important now more than ever. And there are people out there who would like to encourage you to isolate yourself. And I'm here to encourage you to do the opposite, because every time you come here to connect with all of us, and every time you get out to connect with your friends, your family, and make time to connect with other people as well, I think you will feel better for it. I know I do. So I'm encouraging you to do that. Now, this week, we're going to be creating some neurographic art. I felt like it was the right time to do that. I started another painting and I was just not feeling it, and I needed to simplify things for myself. And so I'm painting neurographic art today, and I'm prompting you or inviting you to do that with me as well. I'm not so much going to be painting for you as I'm here to encourage you to pick up your paint supplies and to get painting. And I know when we feel stressed, it can be really hard to do that. But I also know, for me personally, that when I do pick up my brushes and I start painting, I really feel the stress leaving my body. And so I want to encourage you to do that. I'm going to be creating some neurographic art. You'll see a lot of what I'm doing, but you won't see all of what I'm doing. I really want to encourage you to explore your own process, to use some of the ideas maybe that I'm using in my painting process, but to just let yourself be free to explore and do what your heart and soul are calling you to do with your paint supplies. I am super happy to have you here with me. I think of you all very often, and I want you to know how much I love you. I carry you here. You're not alone. I'm not alone. We have this beautiful community, and there are a ton of people out there who are also very loving and very kind. And don't let other people fool you. They are out there. And when I'm out there in the world and I'm connecting with people and I'm talking to people, believe you me, there are kind people out there. There are actually more kind people than there are not. So that's that. I hope you'll grab your paint supplies and get painting with me. If you feel like you just need to chill and watch me paint, that is completely cool too. I hope though that you won't set your paint supplies aside and forget about them, because creativity can be very therapeutic and very soothing. So I hope you'll give yourself a chance to give yourself some creative TLC as well. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and let's get going. The first thing I did was create myself a background using some turquoise, some yellow, and magenta. You are not seeing me create this because I recorded it and it was completely blurry. So, you know, you just got to go with the flow. And this is where the flow took us, so that I could prevent you all from feeling sick while watching me create a background. But I basically used these 3 colors, and then I applied salt, let it all dry, and now I'm adding some circles. For those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know how I love to roll when it comes to neurographic art. I basically have my own way of doing it, where I don't so much follow certain rules. I like to kind of go with whatever my intuition is calling me to do, and I apply some of the techniques used in neurographic art, but I try to release as much pressure from myself when I'm creating this way as possible, because for me, the most important thing is that the process be relaxing. And when I create neurographic art this way, for me, it is always relaxing. So I'd invite you to join me in trying to keep this as relaxing as possible. I think we've got enough on the go. We don't need to add more stress, especially not when it comes to creating, because if we do that, we are less likely to create. And the whole idea here is for us to use creativity to help us process some of what we're feeling and also let go of our stress. Now, if you're joining me for the first time and you are not 100% sure what neurographic art is, I will include some links in the video description below, and I'd like to invite you to consult those links. I will, in one of the videos, explain neurographic art and what it is and what it's used for, and I'll also show you the basics of how it's done. And mostly, I want you to be able to create very freely. So once you have that knowledge, please let go of what doesn't feel right for you and do what will soothe and appease and make your creative soul happy. In this part of the painting process, I'm using an iridescent blue that has some interference properties. So it is very transparent unless you apply it very thickly. And because I'm also applying it over another shade of blue, it is not very visible. But when it catches light, it does have a really nice look to it. And so that's why I wanted to add it to my painting. But I'll spare you this part because you're not going to actually see a whole lot. When I'm adding my star gold, you'll see that it's a lot more easy to see what's happening. As you can see, I kept things pretty simple. There's a lot happening on my paper, a lot of colors, a lot of movement, and I love that. I thought if I came in with some more details using my pens, it might be a little bit too much. Plus, honestly, I really did intend to keep this as simple as possible. I really do find that the key to creating art in a relaxing way is to keep it simple. A great place to start with a painting like this is to use your favorite colors. And from there, it usually starts to flow much easier. I hope you're going to have a lot of fun creating your own neurographic art, and I hope it will be a very relaxing experience for you too. Thank you again so much for making the time to join me on my creative journey. I'm thinking of you lots and lots and sending you lots of love. Have a wonderful week and happy creating, friends.